back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to be covering what is a support, resistance, and trend line, or better known as an SRT. SRTs are another way for traders to be able to start reading price action inside of the market. SRTs create points where the market can potentially react and reverse, giving traders insight to what is going to be happening with the market. Now, before we begin to explain how to draw support, resistance, and trend lines, let's first focus on the psychology. We'll begin with support and resistance. Now, a support is like an acting floor. So we'll get started at this lowest point right here in the market. We're going to highlight this low point and drag out this invisible line here to the future. What this is basically serving as is serving as a floor, stating that anytime price comes back to this imaginary line, price may have a reaction and come back up. Now, when price does begin to resume and come back up, price is going to eventually hit what's known as a resistance. A resistance is like an acting ceiling inside of the market. So if you see when price was coming up, price hit this area one time and rejected that area. Price returned to that area a second time and rejected that area. Price came back to it one more time and rejected that area until price officially broke through that resistance, or what's known as a ceiling, and continued to climb and make a higher high inside of the market. And here was the new resistance where price started to react. Now, taking a close look at the market, look at how when the market ran up and created that resistance, it came back down and created basically a new floor. It created a new support inside of the market. Now, I'm going to drag this invisible line out to the future because it's important to understand that these invisible support and resistance lines play as vital roles where traders are going to run into some trouble. Look at the market like a free-flowing river. If the river was flowing and then ran into a rock, it's going to cause the direction of the current to move in another direction. And then if it runs into another rock, it's going to cause the direction to move into another direction. And that's what basically support and resistance is. They are acting floors and acting ceilings inside of the market that's going to cause a reaction to price. So it's important that you understand what support and resistance is, because you'll better understand where to buy and where to sell in the market. Now, let me give you one more example before we move on to trends. Let's take a look at how when price created this resistance and rejected the resistance, it created support and rejected the support before continuing up. What was once resistance, as you see here to the left, if we take a look to the right, then became the new acting support. This invisible line became a new acting support. When price continued up and found a new resistance, it started to come back down and found a new support. Do you see how this support was also this previous resistance? So support and resistance is one and the same thing. They are just invisible lines that you can drag out once they are created by price reacting to these zones, giving us readings to be able to see again where to buy and where to sell in the market. This plays key and vital information when it comes to price action trading. Look at how when price came back up to this resistance and we moved this resistance line over, it then became a new support in this area before finally breaking through. Price came back up and now we're here at a new resistance, which also acted as a future resistance for price. So if we take a quick look, just look at support and resistance like a house. Whereas price is coming up and down in an uptrending motion, these support and resistance lines are showing traders the best areas to buy and sell with the market before the market starts to reverse and create these downtrends. Now, let's move on over to trend lines. Trend lines is what carries price in the upwards or downwards trend inside of the market. As we can clearly see, the market is creating this uptrending formation of higher highs and higher lows. Now, traders can begin to connect these data points inside of the market to see that it's carrying price in an uptrend. And as long as the formation is remaining above this uptrending line, then it's safe to say that we are in an uptrend. Now, once price runs into a resistance that it cannot break and it cannot go higher, price will begin to reverse. And as price begins to reverse, we can connect these low points right here in the market, and we can create what's known as a downtrend or downtrending line inside of the market. And as long as price stays below the downtrend here, we're in what's known as a downtrend. And price will continue to do this. Price will react at support and resistance zones while creating uptrends and downtrends inside of the market. So I'll walk you through about 2 more examples, and then we'll get ready to wrap up this video. So as we can clearly see, price is creating higher highs and higher lows, resuming in this uptrend formation above the trend line. Then price is creating lower highs and lower lows, staying below this trend line, resuming a downtrend formation, until ultimately price runs into a support it's not able to break, and then price starts a new uptrending formation. And look at how price is coming here, finding support, and continuing an uptrending formation in this market until price is able to finally break the support zone, break the trend line, and then start a new downtrending formation. Now, this concludes our training on support, resistance, and trends, which is better known as SRTs. We would like for you guys to continue to learn how to identify support, resistance, and trend lines inside of the market with your naked eye, as that will help with your price action trading and your analysis in the near future. We hope you found this training valuable, and we'll see you on the next training in the IML Academy.